I'm amazed at the response, the reaction here. The quality of the image is absolutely fantastic. You can see as we move the camera around that the light moves around also over the face. And this uses a very special technique which is pioneered by, once again, a guy called Paul Debevec, using light stage data. And we can move the light around over the face, and you can see that the shadows are cast realistically, and even the light reflects and transmits through the ears. This is something that the cell processor allows us to get that level of detail into our 3D computer graphics. We can also change to different light stages to show in real time image-based lighting, where we're using the environment to light the character. Here in a forest glade, lighting the Alfred Molina character in real time. And you can see as we move the high dynamic range in and out, you get a phenomenal level of detail. We also were able to put this into the movie performance and use some of the sound from the movie to bring the whole thing together. And let's take a look at that.
Something in my head. Something talking.
Now, sadly, Alfred Molina couldn't be with us today, but we decided to light him as if he was. And we took a light probe from this room earlier on today. And here, this is what he would have looked like if he had been lit in real time by this lighting in this room. And you can see the light probe data lighting the character. And as we move into the eyes in particular, you can see the fantastic reflections that this gives us. Now, this is going to just give you some idea of the level of intensity and immersion that we're going to get from games on PlayStation 3 and the amount of storytelling ability that we will have working with amazing creators and amazing actors. It's a great demonstration. Next up, we're going to show, I think that's worth a round of applause. This next demonstration was written by the brilliant engineers at the STI Development Center, the creators of the Cell chip. And this demo, which is a real-time demonstration of a landscape being created by 2 bits of data, one being 2-dimensional satellite imagery taken from outer space, and the other being 3-dimensional height maps collected from LiDAR, which is basically a laser ranging system flown over with an aircraft. And in real time on the Cell, those 2 bits of data are combined together to create, in software only, this 3-dimensional landscape. This does not use the RSX at all. So this gives you an example of the tremendous performance that we get from Cell. Even the clouds are generated procedurally using Perlin noise effects. Really stunning example of where the immersion in games will go from here on in. This next demonstration also uses a landscape, but in a very different style and a very different setting, but equally impressive creatively and technically. This was created by our colleagues at Sony Online Entertainment and shows a beautifully rendered fantasy world. But what's the cool thing about this demo is the fact that the world can grow in front of your eyes. And so here you see the grass growing, the flowers growing, organic environments being built real time in front of the player. You can imagine what this could mean to online games, but you could also imagine what this could mean to the ability for the player to influence his own environment and influence his own world while he's playing the game. Here the water beautifully rendered and all the characters and all the leaves and all the petals growing around you. Really beautiful demonstration of RSX and Cell working together. Now, from a complex and sophisticated landscape to a complex and sophisticated city, in this case, London. London was the setting for Team Soho's epic crime thriller, The Getaway, and for the past 3 months, a team of 6 people has been working to show their vision of the future of that franchise on PlayStation 3, and they would like to share it with the world for the first time today. Now, this demonstration uses a lot of the real-world rendering techniques that we've seen in earlier demonstrations. And it's not just about graphics. We can see in this demo a tremendous amount of detail in the 3D objects, which are beautifully rendered with amazing lighting and amazing detail. But the real purpose of this demo is to show how a city in a future video game would come to life. with the complex simulation of traffic, the complex simulation of the way people move around, the way they make the city live and breathe, and how they have their own lives, hundreds of individual people on the scene at any one time. And I think this demo is a great example of what a next generation PlayStation 3 game is actually going to deliver in terms of immersion and richness and detail to the scene. The eagle-eyed amongst you will notice that all the cars have the same license plate number, but this is only a bug you discover when you fly halfway around the world and show it to the world. So I apologize for that, but you can see beautiful high dynamic range lighting here in the scene. Really a good example of what we're going to see for the future. Now,